Tiernan, draw against the Welders today. Probably a result that feels more like a defeat. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, disappointed. Game that we could have and should have probably won. But it's one of the games where I think only you can ask any more of the players. Second half, they made it very difficult for us, and we probably need to do a wee bit more to break them down. But again, as I say every week, they can't fault their effort and their commitment and their work rate. So just disappointment that we didn't take all 3 points. But again, there's a positive in that also, that how far we've come on and we're drawing games now. They feel like defeats. But we'll pick ourselves up and we'll go again.
That goal right at the start of the second half was a bit of a sucker punch, and we maybe just didn't quite recover from that.
Yeah, I think that was probably the worst time that we could have conceded, because we talked about them coming out and having to go at us for 5-10 minutes, and if we weathered that storm it probably would have been a little bit easier. And unfortunately we conceded early, and then they slowed everything down, they killed our momentum, and we never really got going. But that's football. As I say, we pick ourselves up, we dust ourselves off, and we go again.
First half, played some good football on a heavy pitch and difficult conditions, and scored a really good goal.
Yeah, even second half at times we done some really good stuff and interchanged really well, and some good patterns of play. Unfortunately, we just couldn't break them down. I think it's a bit like when we started in July and August, that 4 or 5 new players have come in. It's going to maybe take a little bit of time to gel. Haven't came anywhere close to seeing the best of these boys yet. Unfortunately, maybe these games just came a bit too quick for us with regards to the split. But we'll keep going.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be quite difficult probably to make the top 6 now, but still a chance going to Portadown in 2 weeks' time. Well,
we'll give everything 110% until we're told different. We'll set up against Portadown like we set up against Welders today and Dergview last week. It's their games that we want to win. Unfortunately, it's not in our hands at the moment, but we can only take care of what's in our hands.
I know they had a sending off, and that probably contributed to it, but will we have to maybe get used to teams coming here and sitting in or making things difficult for us, asking us to break them down?
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to get used to. Welders were very physical today. You've seen their game plan. It wasn't really for them to play, it was more to stop us play. There was a couple of really bad tackles in the first half, and I'll credit the our boys, they stood up to them. They didn't react. But we're going to have frustrating days like this. We got to learn to deal with them.
With the players that have moved on this week, does it change your plans for January in terms of looking to bring somebody else in, or a different type of player, anything like that? Does it change those plans for January?
There's one player in particular that we're chasing at the moment. We potentially, if we could get a second one in for a little bit of cover, that would be even better. But with the squad we have, we should still have enough to do what we need to do. If those 2 players that we're talking about come off, it's great, because it'll give us a chance to really blend and bed in for what we're trying to do and where we're trying to go longer term.